Okay, I was asked to make a video on starseeds. And I have to explain this in order for me to be able to compute in my brain that I'm being honest, right? So I have to start by explaining how I get my information, and then it's going to make sense what I explain, or when I explain that part. So I've been a polymath my entire life. I know so much information because I've experienced it. I don't speak about things that I have no direct experience in. So if I talk about it, it's something I've lived, or it's research that I've read myself, or something that I have done myself. I go into my brain. I had trauma growing up, so I go into my brain. And the only thing that stimulates me and gives me dopamine is learning new things, because that was the only thing that helped me survive as a child. So I constantly went from discipline to discipline, from career to career, like every 2 years, because I just wanted to learn more and more and more. And I've collectively gone to 20 years of college because I just kept taking classes and classes and classes. I'm a perpetual student. So I do what's called conceptual blending. I know so much and I've experienced so much that I can take concepts and blend them across disciplines. So, like psychology, medicine, quantum physics. I took all these things. My main discipline in my career was medicine and the human body, so I'm well versed in that. I also am well versed in quantum physics since 2013. Now, when I had my near death experience, what I saw was the mechanics of how the entire universe works, behaves, and that it was a simulated experience and that it never ends. So, in order for it to continue to grow, evolve, and never end, it's got to experience things, right? So, it's experiencing every single possibility and probability that will ever happen. And it's got to do that through creating themes and stories. So we are in a theme and a story right now. And Starseed is part of that theme and story. Like the Atlanteans were part of a theme and story, like the Egyptians were part of a theme and story. We are in a theme and story now. Each one of those themes and stories has a frequency that contributed to the planet and to humanity, to raise the frequency, to evolve. So we are in another story arc, we are in another place right now. And the starseed aspect is part of the story, it's part of the theme. It doesn't make it any less real. In fact, it makes it as real as it's ever gonna be. Because without physical matter, consciousness cannot experience itself. It's only light. So, if you feel you are a starseed, you are. Because you are consciousness experiencing itself in this storyline. So, your job is to stop validating yourself by looking for outside sources. Know what you came here to do, and then do what you came here to do, no matter what that is. And you're the only one who knows what that is. So you have to also incorporate the fact that you are consciousness and you can manipulate your time-space reality. You can manipulate your experience. So wake up, starseed. Do the things that you came here to do, knowing that you are consciousness and are able to create anything that you want to create. As far as the story arc goes, as far as the storyline goes, star seeds come in or are implanted with the story arc as part of frequency shifting. So these usually are experienced parts of consciousness that have been through this before and are coming back because their frequency is already high enough. They've already done it before, so they can come back in and help raise the frequency of the rest of the planet because their frequency is high enough. So if you are a starseed, you are. So get out there and do the things that you want to do. You're here for a reason, to advance advance humankind. That's what you came here to do. As far as I go, I'm an old part of consciousness, okay? I've been here a lot. And it's weird to say, but once you get enough frequency, which is experience, and you've evolved enough, your brain accesses a level of a dimension, which is just data, more information. You can access information in parts of yourself that have lived other lives, because everything is you. It's just at a different point in time. And I use time just to separate it. But it's all you. So whenever you get to a certain point where your frequency of experience and evolutionary period of lives has added up, you get access to more information, and it's already information that you've experienced and lived. I know it's hard to wrap your mind around, but that's how I work. That's how my brain works. And that's how I come to conclusions, is because I cross-pollinate all the experience that I have with what I experience in my near-death experience, and also this knowing and imagery and stories that I get. I don't even dream. I'm awake. I don't do drugs. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, that is your video on Starseeds. You gotta get to it. You're a sleeper cell. Come on, wake up.